Hello and welcome to summer. Today is our first summer vlog and I am really excited to hang out with you. Today is Thursday, May 29th. This is my first week of summer. Kids got out last week on Wednesday. Teachers were out on Friday, and then it was Memorial Day weekend. So I count my summer as starting from whenever husband has to go to work and I don't, which I feel like sounds a little bit mean, but to me that's like what I think of as like summer, because that's, what it is, because he chose to not be a teacher. And when he complained about that fact, I did remind him that we are looking for a band teacher at my school and he is qualified. And he was like, no. And I was like, well, there you go then. Anyway, it is like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, so that's where we are. I have already had a full day. I went to a bar class this morning, which was rough. I got my nails done. Hallelujah. Can you see my little son? They're so cute. Always feels so nice to get fresh nails. And then, let's see, took the dog on a walk. That was 3. Ate my lunch, took a bath, and now here we are. I have been reading. Let me show you. Didn't actually mean to bring this downstairs, so I'm not really sure why I brought my Kindle downstairs, but here we are. I'm on the second book of the Poppy War series. This one's called The Dragon Republic. So I am 13% of the way through this one. I finished the other one yesterday morning. So that's where we are currently. Like I said, it's 2 o'clock. I have a few hours to put around the house, and then tonight I'm going to a self-defense class, which is super random. This guy my husband takes like classes with is doing like a women's self-defense class, so I'm going, and there we go. So I told him, I was like, well, I guess tomorrow I'll know how to defend myself, so don't come at me. But that's all I've got planned so far today. Right, this second one needs to happen is I need to get some work done. I have some really big projects I am working on, and so I definitely need to put some hours in. My office, however, is a disaster, and I would like to sit at my desk. I actually sat at my desk and worked yesterday, which is like insane. I haven't done that in forever. And so because I usually work on the couch, not because I haven't been working. So I would like to tidy up my office. Well, I don't like to, but I need to tidy up my office at least a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least like better, because I'm in like, when I get busy, my office is right next to the garage. So I basically come in and like dump everything in my office and then I don't touch it. And we have been very busy lately with end of school year, crazy town. So I need to tidy that up, get some work done. I only have, I think I figured out like 3 hours, because at 5 I'm gonna need to eat something and change so that I can go to that class tonight. So I don't have a lot of time today. The thunder is rolling again. We have had insane storms all week long. Like, there was one day, was it Monday night, Tuesday night? I think it was Tuesday night, was the loudest thunder I've ever heard in my life. It scared me to death. Like, I am not scared of storms, but it was real. I saw the flash. It must have been like really close. It was like that way. It must have been really close, because I saw the flash of lightning and I was like, holy cow, that's big. And then it was like huge crash of thunder. And I was like, okay, that's great. So we've just had crazy storms all week long. And last week, now that I think about it. It's been a lot. So that's happening. Tomorrow is Friday, and I'll probably do this vlog today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, though, I have some other things to film, which I hate having like vlog footage mixed in with other footage because it gets a little bit too complicated. So let's tidy up and then go through my like journals and make a plan for the limited time that we have left, because I wasted all day getting my nails done, reading books and all that, which is fine, but we have work to do, so let us hop to it. This is the current state. Like I said, just come in and dump right here. That's what all this is. This is field day and graduations and changing clothes, and yeah, so we need to at least fix this. And then I always run into the issue of I bring things home from school and then I don't know where to put them. So I'm gonna try to at least like make a nice pile with the stuff that belongs at school that I just brought home over the summer, which isn't too much this year, which is nice, but still, you know, like drum. I don't know. Isn't this the cutest thing you've ever seen? Y'all, my kids got me some really sweet gifts for teacher appreciation plus end of the year, which was totally unnecessary, but so cute. So cute. It's on my roll. I might as well empty this too. Not great, but better. Better. There's all my school stuff. I know it's a mess in here. It's always a mess in here. But, like, this is better. So, at least it doesn't make me want to throw up when I walk in here. And after all of that, I think I'm going to go work upstairs because it feels a lot better upstairs than it does down here. I'm going to take that upstairs. First, let's fill up my water. This is empty. And make a coffee, and then we'll head on up and probably work in a really weird spot today, but it'll be fine. So there actually is a desk up here. I'm not using it. I'm just sitting on the floor because, you know, some days wherever you're willing to get work done is the best place to get work done. Okay, let's do some notebooks. I didn't grab all my stuff, so we're just gonna have to improvise a little bit, but let's do some notebooks and then get down to work. It's not mixed in. There we go. Sugar-free brown cinnamon sugar latte. So first off, I have, this is my reading journal. I finished the book yesterday, so I just need to go through there and add it. So I have my little like books read spread, so I'm just gonna write it in here. The Poppy Wars? I'm not sure. I finished it yesterday, which was 5/29, and I feel like it was a 4-star. It's not a 5-star, but it was pretty dang good. And then just do a little highlight. These little boxes on the side, there's 40 of them because my goal for this year is 40, and so that's just like a color in tracker situation, and then I write the book titles here so I remember what they were, and I don't know how many lines I have there, so hopefully enough. There should be, because I can see there's only 3 more boxes on this side, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 more spaces here. And then I have more on the other side. Every month I pick one highlighter. Every month I pick one highlighter that is my highlighter of that month, and it helps me keep track of everything. So I use it for my habit trackers, I use it for this kind of stuff, and so I go through, you can see like January, February, March, April was kind of sad, and then May, and it's just, for me, it works. And a lot of times I pick the same color. So I always pick that same blue in January. I always pick that same pink in February. I always pick that same green in March. And it's just, I don't know, it helps me out. Over here I have a book. Well, first of all, nope, haven't read any of these. Need to get to work. I have a book bingo over here. None of those go with this one, so it didn't count as one. I'm not going to add it to this page. I need classics. I want to read 4, haven't read any yet. It's a fantasy, so it doesn't have a real timeline, so I'm not adding it there. This is books of the Bible, same thing, I color them in with the same colors. It looks so funny though, because it's like, wow, you read a lot in May, but really these are all short. And so it's like, I usually read about the same amount every month, typically, but however long the book is changes everything. I'm not going to do my like spread for this one right now, so we can close that. Okay, this is my bullet journal. This is where I do all of the planning. That is more than a daily plan. Which is why I went so hard at the beginning of the year making it look really pretty so that I would like it. I usually flip through here every day, and that gives me the opportunity to add anything that I want to add. I also always look through my calendars to see if there's any events coming up. I have like nothing in June so far. And I try to look through every page because it helps me keep on track of things. Habit tracker. That's what I was after. I do all my habits on one thing that I track for the whole year. Sometimes I add additional ones in the monthlies, but this is typically all I do. And I just go through and do anything I did. So I walked the dog today and yesterday. I did not spin or do yoga. I went to bar class today. Apparently the only one I've been to all month. That's embarrassing. I got my water in yesterday. Ate well yesterday. I have already read yesterday and today. I read my Bible today. I usually do this right after breakfast, so that's kind of when I have time to do this. I did some art yesterday. I played piano yesterday. Hallelujah. I did not get my steps in because adjusting to being at my house all day has been hard. Okay, normally I would flip through everything, but we don't have time for all of that. So I'm just going to come here and look at my May stuff, what I wanted to get done. And then tomorrow, one of the things we're going to do is finish summer planning. This is my summer plan. So it looks like an ocean, and there's different sea creatures on every page. How fun. He needs some spots. Love it. So I need to go through and add stuff to that and then do the actual June stuff. So that's kind of how I do that. Then I look through, I don't have anything on here actually that is helpful to me, but usually in there I'll have my like weekly plans, and then I come here to my notebook and then we get to it. So today's Thursday. Seems a little dumb to be doing this since the day is almost over, but here we are. Skills include being able to do fake calligraphy with highlighters. 4, 5. 5. Okay. So during this school year, I was setting it up like this, and I was putting school stuff on one side and non-school stuff on the other side, and I really liked that, so I've been keeping that this week with it being the summer. And so I've been doing like business stuff on one side and non-business stuff on the other side. Since I have so much more time, I have a lot more things going down on here. So here I usually put like what I'm gonna have for dinner, and then anything else that's useful. And then I started doing tracking how long I do work, piano, and paint, which today paint and piano I think are going to be at 0, but I should get some work done. Yesterday I did 3.5 hours of work, 2 hours of painting, 45 minutes of piano, which is pretty decent. And then on this side, I just write it here, however much I do. Here I have the most important things. So I need to work on my first grade curriculum. Normally I color code this, but I didn't bring my thing upstairs. And then if I have more time, I only have 2 hours, so I might do that the whole time. I might do that for half and then do blogs for the get blogs ready for the others. I got 2 ready yesterday. And then I need to that doesn't say anything. Post a video to Becky Davis Vlogs. I also need to post about the coffee chat to get any input. I need to post to Instagram and maybe approve a video. Oh, and I probably needed to upload footage, but I did bring it. Okay, so we can upload footage, and that's something that can happen in the background. Oh, maybe I don't want to upload footage actually, because then my battery might die. I think about it. Okay, on this side, honestly, I've already done all the things that I wanted to do, so here's what we're gonna do. Clean office. Check. Dishes. Check. Walk dog. Check. Text mom. Check. I know that's really stupid, but if you are like me and you are highly motivated by the check boxes, it can be really frustrating if you do this and you don't get around to making the list till the end of the day when you've already done things. But I already knew that, like, going to bar, getting my nails done, taking the dog on a walk, cleaning the house, like, those things were all things that I wanted to get done today. And so even though I didn't have it on the list, it makes me feel better to put it on the list. So here it is. So that's my story. Let's get to it. So normally I would color code these. So like all my Becca's music stuff is always blue. Personal stuff is always purple. But I didn't bring all my colors up here. So like here you can kind of see the colors. So you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Let me open up this computer and get to work. It's been an hour and a half. I'm gonna close my laptop because it's at 6% battery, which I feel like has fared quite well. I am working on full year curriculums, which is going to take a really long time. But yesterday I started like mapping out the first year. Today I continued that. So today I continued working on like the outline. I don't have every single week outlined yet, but I got a good bit, and then I got slides for the first 2 lessons ready. So each lesson is going to have a set of slides and a lesson plan, and then I'm also going to make sure that I include all of like the vocabulary words that need to go on the wall and the I can statements and like all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot, but I think it's gonna be good. We shall see. It's one of those things. It's like I could spend a really long time working on this and it could not sell at all, or maybe it will sell. The good thing is, since it is a higher ticket item, I don't have to sell as many for it to work out. And that really, the math was what sold me, because I've been thinking about doing this for a really long time. Every year I have people who are like, do you have full year curriculums? The answer is always no. But I started doing the math and I was like, you know, if each one of these is $100 is pretty standard for a year-long curriculum, and then it will be like a really big discount if you buy all the grade levels at once, which will not be for a long time because I won't have them available. But you know, if you think, if it's $100, if you sell one every month, that's an extra $1,200 a year. If you sell 2 a month, that's an extra $2,400 a year. So like the math adds up really quickly when you have those higher ticket items in your store and you don't have to sell a ton of them in order for them to really pay off. So hopefully they shall pay off. We will not know for a while. I'm going to go plug in my computer. An hour and a half is okay. I'm trying to do 2 hours on this project specifically, plus some time with other things, but today that did not happen. So we shall see how it transpires. Let me go and I will plug this up, probably upload some videos for Brian, although he is moving, so he probably will not have time to do them anytime soon. But that's fine. And then I'm gonna do something. Eat. I have a headache because I think it's the storms, but I think eating might also help. So let's eat and then go find out how to defend myself. It's very random. Happy Friday. It is almost 4 o'clock. And you can't see me. It's very dark. There we go. And I'm just now picking up the camera. It has been just a weird day. It ended up being kind of a lazy day. I got up and I got children's church lesson ready and I got a little bit of work done and I was like chugging away and I just kept feeling like worse and worse and worse, and these storms keep rolling in and out and it's just like killing my head. And today it was just like, nope. So I've been taking like ibuprofen all day, but it's not helping. So I ended up just having a bit of a chill day. So I did get some work done, and then you saw I did some sewing because I had a pair of shorts and a dress that both have a really bad habit of buying things on final sale when you can't return them and then getting them and them not fitting correctly, which is something I'm working on, being more careful. But because of that, I had this dress and I had these shorts that both did not fit. They were both too big, which is better than being too small, because I can fix them if they're too big. And so I fixed those today. So I did get some stuff done. Overall, I had a really long to-do list that did not happen because I was not feeling it. But I just got a teeny tiny haul in from the store Shop the Mint, which is where I got my Easter dress from. I have really been liking their stuff. It's super cute. They had a really big Memorial Day sale. So I don't know how many of these things they're still going to have and how much is no longer because it was on sale. But I got this really cute little lemon shirt. I love anything with lemons, and I like sometimes this neckline and sometimes these little floofs don't work out very well, but this one does a really, really good job. And it's actually really long too, so you could wear it like long and out or tucked in. It's like nice and lightweight. And then I got these shorts, which was my main thing I was after, is I needed some high-waisted shorts. Specifically, I wanted like nicer looking ones, and these definitely fit the bill. I don't know that I love this belt, but they do fit really nicely. They have pockets. These, goodness, I have been getting so many spam calls. It is very annoying. I'm wearing my like normal size. On the website it said that they ran a little bit large. I find that they're fitting really well, but in general I do find that their clothes fit a little bit, run a little bit small. I actually ordered another pair of shorts, and those I ordered up a size because I was worried they were going to be too small, and they're like linen, so they don't have any stretch, and they are still too small, so do be aware. But these are fitting quite nicely, so they're cute. They came in a bunch of colors, so I might grab another color of them. I like the fit. They're like a nicer looking with like the pleats. Yeah, let me show you the other shirt I got, and I got a new hat. I haven't tried it on yet. This is the other top I got. I really like the fit. I think it's fun. Red is not the color I reach for super often, but when I'm in the mood, I like a good red. I like this kind of airy, I like a good fluff sleeve. Puff sleeve? Flutter sleeve? I don't know. I will say this one's a little bit itchy on the inside, like where the seams are, so just be aware of that. But other than that, I'm liking it. I would say true to size. And I think you can probably get away with wearing these shorts without that belt. The belt was just a little bit much. Or maybe I need maybe like a smaller belt. I don't know. I also got these earrings. They were like $6, so they're probably sold out. But I just thought they were fun. Like a good earring. And then, don't fall in love with this. I think it's at a store. Right? Is it too Western? I don't love a cowboy hat. But it's got like fruit on the brim. How fun. How fun. Right? I don't know. I think I'm here for it. That was the first time I put this hat on, so I gotta play around with it and make sure I like it. So that is my little tiny Shop the Mint haul. I restrained myself greatly. Anyway, anything else I can tell you? Yesterday I got those videos up. I went to my self-defense class. It was I thought it was going to be more interactive than it was. It was more of a lecture, but it did have some good information. I already told you what I did today, and then tonight I'm going to Mexican with my parents and my grandparents. Actually, I think it might just be my mom and my grandparents, but I'm not sure. They go to Mexican every Friday night. Have forever. When I was a kid, growing up, they always lived in Virginia, and we always lived like all over the country. It wasn't until I graduated high school, they came for my graduation, fell in love with Savannah, and then moved here. But like my entire childhood, we always lived like all the way across the country from them. And so even in Virginia, they would go to Mexican every Friday night. So we always knew when we went, because we would go visit for a week every summer, and we would always go to, we called it No Double Dipping. That was not his name, but we would go there every Friday. And when they moved here, there was no Mexican restaurant close enough, because we joke that they can't leave the island. It's a very common problem with people who live on the islands. Those of us who don't live on the islands drive all over town. Doesn't bother us, but whatever. And then a Mexican restaurant opened up a few years ago, so they go every Friday night. So when I can, I try to go every once in a while. They like to eat really early though, so a lot of times I can't physically get myself there after work, especially because I have to come let the dog out. And that's also why well, I was gonna say that's why husband's not coming, but husband has a thing at the church tonight. They're doing like a men's night thing. So they're gonna go do something and I'm gonna go eat tacos. So that's my plan. Maybe I'll wear this. Probably not the hat. I probably need to wear the hat because my hair is really gross, but I don't want to wash it because I'm going to the beach tomorrow. So there we are. I gotta decide about this hat. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I guess I could have ended this yesterday because really that's where most of the footage was, but hopefully you gained a little bit. I did not film those videos that I was planning to film. I was like, you know what? They can wait till Monday. So sorry, but they're gonna wait till Monday. It is what it is. So anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Concerned. I think I flattened the brim out a little bit, and also I was able to flip the band over so the bananas are not upside down because that was bothering me. But I think I like it. I like a flat brim hat. Don't love a cowboy hat, but I like a flat brim hat, so I think we'll keep it. Anyway, okay. Bye!